So yeah, so tonight I'm hoping, hi JJ. Tonight I'm hoping that we'll get to put a little, there's been some asks to really focus on form, like how are we moving? And, so I think it'll be good for us to just keep in mind, there's 30 bodies participating and everybody has their own stuff going on. So I'm going to sort of do my best to just imagine all of your different bodies and everything that, all the power and possibility. And then vamos a practicar español. ¿Cómo no? We're going to practice Spanish. Why not? We're at home. No one can hear you. If you say it wrong, está buenísimo. Okay. Entonces, everybody have little weights and some place to play. Okay, vamos a empezar. So let's get started. I'm going to be back here. Can you see me más o menos? Does somebody want to be the designated heckler?
Are you recording?
Oh, yes. Yes, I am recording.
Yeah, we can see.
Let's all start for a moment. You can start in the middle of your mat and we'll start standing. And I wanted you to take a second to roll your shoulders and bend your knees at the same time. So you're going to anchor your weight in all four corners of your feet. To help you do that, you can lift up your toes just a little bit. Here, I'll even make a slight adjustment so maybe you can see my feet just a hair better. So yeah, so wiggle your toes, bend the knees, and roll the shoulders. See if you can start thinking about those joints moving together. Good. And as your knees bend, I want you to put a little attention on taking your tailbone down, right? And then as you straighten and come up, feel your chest open, feel your navel pull in. So just creating a little activation, intentional activation here as you move. Good, good, good. So now let's go ahead and pause here for a moment and you can bring your hands to the thighs. And we're gonna inhale, stretch, and reach your chin, top of the throat up. And then exhale and melt your head down. Let the weight of your head stretch your neck. So take that just a couple of times. I'll go side to side here so you can see an inhale, big stretch up. And then exhale, melting the top of your head. So we'll inhale, coming up, and exhale, rounding. Weight of the head stretches the neck. So every time you lower, really let it go. Good. Let's try one more round here. Inhaling, big stretch, big breath. Exhale, floating that down. And now from here, take a little pause. You can come into a forward bend fully. In your forward bend, you can place your hands somewhere on your knees, on your shins. But I want you to start working, again, straight from the tailbone. So your tailbone's gonna drop down, 2, 3. Then we're gonna press into the heels, lift up through the thighs, 2, 3. So let's come down, 2, 3, and release. So start really paying attention to the relationship between the head and the tailbone. As the tailbone comes up, the head just lets go. It's free for all. Good, and then as the tailbone comes down, lift the head and feel that whole lengthening through your back. Another sensation that's important here are your quadriceps. So right at the base of the knees, right at the top of the knees there, head of the kneecaps, you want to feel the quadriceps particularly activate as the thigh bones lift. Good, so now let's try one more big lift here. When you think about lifting, it's coming through the thighs, and then let's just melt your head down. Have a little head meltdown. If you were needing a meltdown today, now's your chance. You can shake the head no, nod the head yes. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then from there, bend in the knees, and let's come all the way back up to standing. Once again, roll your shoulders, bend the knees. And we'll take that just a couple of times. So again, find the tailbone lowering. Good. Find the navel pulling in, the chest opening. And those three movements work together to keep energy in the torso. Tailbone, navel, collarbones. All right. And then from here, let's go ahead and pause with the knees bent. And then just lift your right heel. Set the right heel down. Lift the left heel. Set the left heel down. And now lift the right. Now change the position of the two heels. So the left heel comes up as the right heel lowers. Inhale. Put your hands on your hips here for a moment and drop the tail. Pull the navel in. Open the chest. And then change the position of the two feet. So here we go. Inhale. And exhale, change. You're balancing a book on your head. Inhale. And exhale. Cambiamos la posición de los pies. So you're going to cambia y cambia. Good. Cambia y cambia y cambia. So hold the weight on your pie derecho. You're going to hold the weight there on your right foot. And now lift the left thigh up. Exhale, take it down and up. 5. Exhale, lift 4. Exhale, lift 3. How's that email treating you, Katie Bender? Exhale, lift 2. Just kidding. And 1. Hold. Stretch and extend left shin bone out. And then in. Afuera. Adentro. So you can say it with me. Afuera. That's out. In. Adentro. Afuera. Adentro, afuera, adentro. Muy bien. Setting that foot right back down. Let's try lifting the right knee so the knee comes to the same plane as the hip. Or, you fall over. That's also an option. Exhale. Subimos. 5 y 4 y 3 y 2 y 1. Muy bien. And now from here, you're going to stretch your shin bone. That's your pantorrilla. Afuera y adentro. Afuera, out, adentro, in. Afuera, out, adentro, in. Afuera, adentro, afuera, adentro. Muy bien. So now you're going to set the right foot down. Let's pick up the left once again. Stretch and extend it out. Now step weight into it. So you can walk the right foot a little bit further back to get you into a glorious lunge, in glorious lunging. Can we think for just a minute about what makes a great lunge? So you want to keep the tailbone down, the navel in, the chest open, front knee is bent, back thigh is both straight, and then from the quadricep, once again, you lift up. Good. So now from here, I want you to hold this weight, keep the front knee bent, lengthen the spine, come forward, and then exhale, lift. We're going to flow through that just a couple of times. Remember to reach your hips back, keep the spine long, mientras bajando. So while you lower, mientras bajando, focus on keeping the spine nice and straight. Good. Let's try that one more time. And now from here, you can pause with your hands down on the floor and then actively work to lengthen your front thigh, right? And so that stretch comes through the heel into the sitting bone. Good. And then from here, if it feels nice, you can reach your right arm back behind you. And that's gonna allow you to open the chest. Good. And you can take the arm up. So same thing, you wanna really anchor weight in your feet. Good, good, good. Let the chest open, let the bottom rib cage. Your ribs, in Espanol, costillas. And you can remember that because to tickle is cosquillas. So costillas, cosquillas. Good. And now from here, you're gonna take your right arm down and then exhale, lift the left. Good. And then if it feels nice, pull the left shoulder a little bit more over the right shoulder. Super, super, super bien. And then desde aquí, so from there, lower the arm, push through the feet, Bring yourself right back up. And then let's try this. Step the right foot in. Turn around on your mat so this way we can continue to use the glorious computer screen to aid in our yoga experience. So now from here, you're gonna lift the left foot, extend the left foot out, and then step into it. Place your hands on your hips to feel your hips anchor, right? So it's really all about how you create movement. So from here, your two hips should be even, in español, even, equilibrado is a way you can say that. Can drop your tailbone down, and from the femur bone, lift up and out. So from that back thigh, so this is my knee bent, I want you to actively reach it back until you feel, hello, stretching calf, pantorrilla. Very good, and you can do that by really anchoring the foot into the floor. So now from here, we'll try that little flow again. I want you to think about your head and your tailbone being connected. As your fingertips come down, press into the back foot and exhale, lifting up. So here we go. Bajamos, we lower, 2, 3, y subimos. We lift, 2, 3. Bajamos, 2, 3, y subimos, 2, 3. Y bajamos, 2, 3, y hacemos otra vez. That means, and we do it one more time. Súper bien, manos de jazz. All right, so now from here, let's come all the way back down. And remember, you make the stretch. The yoga video does not make the stretch, you do it. So this knee joint has to lift and push back. And when you do that, then the hamstring stretches, right? So está importante, las detalles son todos. The details are everything. Good, and I want you to think about moving that hip back. Mary Lou, it's your pose. Little Parsvottanasana for Mary Lou. And now from here, I want you to really think about pulling your hombro, that's this guy, your shoulder joint, arriba, and you can lift that top arm si quieres. If you don't want to do any of these things, no pasa nada. It doesn't matter. It's all good. And then exhale, take that arm down, and now we're going to stretch the opposite way. Good, and now from here, let's just push into that foot, bring ourselves right back up, step the back foot in, and we're gonna turn towards the mat. So now this time, my right foot is gonna come adelante, and then I want you to turn your back toes, your left toes over, and we're gonna just try lifting arms and legs. Can we lift together and lower together? 10, y 9, y 8, y 7, y 6, y 5, y 4, y 2, y 1. Muy bien. So from here, can you bend and straighten that lifted leg for 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Exhale, set the left foot down in front of the right, and then we're just gonna do a little pivot, shake it all the way out, but do not break it. Okay, so let's try those shenanigans, other side. You're gonna step into your left foot, turn your right toes over, feel again that anchoring through the tailbone, as that guy, your coccyx, umbiligo, that's your navel, and your pecho, your chest, open up. And then we anchor our limbs to that strong center. So pull the shoulder blades into the back. Eso, 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 Margarita. Muy bien, and now from here, we're gonna lift the limbs and lower them together. So 10, y 9, y 8, y 7, y 6, y 5, y 4, y 3, y 2, y 1. Muy bien. Can you hold the arms lifted? And now with your back knee, you're just going to tap the toes down and up. It's 10, y 9, y 8, y 7, y 6, y 5, y 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. Un poco aplauso para las piernas fuertes. So applaud your strong legs. Bien hecho. Okay, so now let's go from the base of your mat. We're gonna raise our arms up. Inhale, take a long forward bend. And then exhale, look all the way up. Try to get that verticality in your thighs. So muslos verticales, es como decimos. So now from here, you're gonna walk your hands out. Let's go derecha, izquierda, derecha. Good, and then we're in what I know to be everyone's favorite pose, un poco de plank. So try this with me. Humor me in this little plank. Can you bend the elbows an inch and then lift just an inch? Just here you go. Take a 5 and up 4 and 3. Keeping your head above your neck above your shoulders. Place your knees on the floor if this is too much. 2 and 1. Muy bien. So now from here, you can let your right knee lower and then lift. Right knee down and up. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Muy bien. Now the left knee down and up. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Lift your 2 hips all the way up. Say hello. Buenas tardes, down dog. So say hello to your down dog. And in a down dog, we can do a couple things. So through your hands, empujamos por las manos. And your elbows can be a little bit soft. And now the tailbone, your coccyx, arriba. Good. And now for a moment, you can bend your knees, bend the knees, doblar las rodillas, and then lift your muscles, lift your thighs up as you reach your talones down, as you reach your heels down. And all those actions together make a glorious down dog. Eso, ¿sabes qué digo? ¿Sabes qué te digo? Sí, 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 sí. Muy bien, so now from here, walk your hands back. We're gonna go derecha, izquierda, derecha. And from here, shake the head, no. And nod the head, yes. Push through the feet. And inhale, come back up and into standing. Super bien. So let's go down to the mat and do a little bit of back bending. Are you ready? Can you say, sí? Let's say it with me a few times. Turn your palmas arriba, your palms up. Exhale, pull the elbows in. Sí, 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 profesora. Lo haremos. We can do it. Sí. Dos más. Good. Thighs moving back, arms pulling in. So now from here, move the thighs back, take the arms up, and then we're gonna bajamos. So lowering your manos abajo. And now walk your hands out. Let's go derecha, izquierda, derecha. That means right, left, right. And now your 2 knees down. Move the thighs back. And then exhale, move the hips forward. Try that with me 700 times. 700 veces. No, let's just do maybe like 7 of them instead. And again, your clavicula, your chest open. And then exhale, moving your hips and thighs back. So movimos adelante, that means we move forward. Movemos adelante, ¿qué digo yo? And then movemos atrás. Movemos adelante y movemos atrás. And you can always still think about the navel initiating, right? Good. One more time, hips moving forward. From there, lower the hips and let the elbows come into your sides. So try this. Feel your quadriceps by pressing your 10 toes into the floor and then lifting the thighs up. So this is sort of like chaturanga, but your hips are on the floor. So 10 toes are pressing in, arms are here at your sides. Now try this with me. Lift your hands just 1 inch from the floor. Good, so they're just right underneath your shoulders. Do a little neck check, so take your chin to the right and your chin to the left. Very nice, and then from here, bring your arms back and just point the toes. So I want you to alternate arms and legs here, just feeling your belly pulling in. Your arms are floating down and up and down and up, down and up and down and up. Good. La cabeza sobre los hombros. You want to keep your head above your shoulders in Pilates and in life. So here we go. Arms now out to your side. You can just hold them steady or do the breaststroke. You can pretend to be in Barton Springs if that makes life a little more pleasurable. Good. And then you can hold the arms now all the way out and bring them into your swim. So you're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees, melt the top of your head. And from here, your hips can press down into the mat. Right hand to the right foot. If that feels nice, give a little extra stretch to the quadricep. And then left hand to the left foot. Again, your hips can anchor into the floor, extra stretch to the quadricep. And you guys, hands don't have to touch feet, right? Hands can rest on your back. And your thighs, you can stretch the hips by just pressing them down. Does that make sense? I hope so. I sure hope so. If not, see me after class. Okay, tuck the shoulder blades onto the back and now try this. Lift los muslos, right? So we're gonna try that 3 or 4 times. In yoga, they call this Dhanurasana. In Pilates, they call it rocking prep. So here you go. Elbows pull in, tailbone down, thighs lift. Subimos. Good. And then bajamos. We lower. So subimos, we lift. Y bajamos, we lower. One more time. Subimos, we lift. Good. Y bajamos. Now try this. Your hand that is away from the computer, put it under your ear, and then roll your whole self so you can face the computer just like a digital mermaid, okay? Sirenita, sirena is how you say mermaid in Espanol. Practice it with me. Sirena, sirena, sirena. Okay, so now try this. Top leg, you're gonna externally rotate and then let the leg lift. You can even externally rotate the bottom leg. Let's go crazy on external rotation. So what's important is not how high the leg lifts, but how long your torso stays. So you can anchor your torso by not moving your tailbone. ¿Sabes? Right? So if I move my tailbone, it's like this. And that is not awesome. You could even put your top hand on your tailbone as you do this exercise, just to make sure you're keeping it anchored, anchored, anchored. Good. And then let's try one more time here. And then from here, bend your top knee. This I like to call is Vrikshasana, is tree pose, but you're on the floor, so it's a fallen tree. Oh, so from here you can kind of rest for just a moment in this deeply externally rotated place. And then, if you wanted to make it all about the inner thighs, let those bottom toes peel from the floor. And then you got one glorious fallen tree. Good. And to make it even more glorious, your costillas, remember costillas? You're gonna pull them up from the floor. Eso, eso, eso. So now extend that top leg back out and then see if the bottom heel can come and tap the top heel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. Let those legs come down. Place your top hand in front of you. Slide the legs in. Y hacemos otro lado. Let's try all that on the other side. So I'm just going to let my bottom hand, so now this is my hand not touching the computer, it's the other hand. Yes, and I believe that is Nakeem I see touching her ribs. Is that you, Nakeem? Doing a little rib cage action? Pues puede ser Margarita? My computer's so far away. Okay, so from here, everybody begin by just working the external rotation of the legs. You know you're externally rotated when your heels are together and your toes are apart and you feel the muscles called the external rotators, including your glutes, doing some serious trabajo. Okay, so now, what's the first rule of external rotation club? Don't let the tailbone drop, right? So the way I make this non-external rotation, you can see is this big dip in the ribs. And what we want, lo que queremos, is to maintain esta posición, this position of your torso, el torso, mientras subiendo la pierna while you lift the leg up. ¿Sabes? And you should feel, it should feel a lot like the inner thighs están trabajando como gangbusters. Okay, and the shoulder blades continue to pull together as much as you can. Work the bottom rib cage up from the floor, porque como no. And then from here, una pausa. Lift this leg, place your pie, place your foot on the thigh. And then just say hello to the fallen tree. I do love this pose. There's just something that was very relaxing about it. And again, you can really play with moving the tailbone towards your bottom heel to help you lengthen out your torso and then really feel this inner thigh completamente conectada. El muslo interno conectada. And then from here, you want to make it all about inner thighs. Just point your bottom toes out. And we'll just take a moment to remember, what are your toes? In Espanol, you have hands, manos, and feet, pies. And you have dedos. So the dedos, fingers, and toes are the same thing in Spanish. So dedos de la mano, dedos del pie. Dedos de la mano, dedos del pie. Good. So then from there, you're going to exhale and extend the top leg out. And then see if the bottom heel can come say hello to the top heel. So we'll take 10, 9. Your heel in Spanish, talón. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. Ya está. So we finished that. Good job. So now from here, let's come onto your forearms. And then I want you to focus on lifting the hips from the floor and then taking your hips abajo. So la cadera arriba y la cadera abajo. Couple more. La cadera arriba y la cadera abajo. Dos más. La cadera arriba y abajo. Y arriba y abajo. Okay, so now try just lifting your arms. You're going to keep the toes connected to the floor. Go ahead and lift your left knee up. Hips down and then up. Subiendo y bajando. Try 3 y 2 y 1. Muy bien. So now place your left rodilla, your left knee down. And now raise the right rodilla arriba. And then you're going to lift the hips and then bajamos. So subimos y bajamos. Subimos y bajamos. Subimos, bajamos. Muy bien. And now from here, I know, let's lift 2 knees Lift your two hips, arriba, y bajamos, right back into a little forearm plank. Arriba, y bajamos, y arriba. That's up, and then lowering, bajamos, we lower down. Last time, inhale, and exhale, down. Good, so now can you take your right hand under your right shoulder, left hand under your left shoulder, walk the hips back, walk your hands, la izquierda, derecha, izquierda, until we're all the way back to the back of your mat, and let's exhale and come up. So now that we've done a fallen tree, let's try a standing tree. So you're gonna begin by bringing your feet all the way together, and I'm gonna mirror you here. I'm gonna do my very best. So now let your right toes lift up from the floor, open the foot, and then lift the heel. So feel your tailbone again, do a little tailbone check. The tailbone drops down, the thigh pulls into the hip socket, right? So I don't wanna be with the thigh and hip out, but you really wanna feel them anchor in. That's thanks to your gluteus medius. You must give thanks to the gluteus medius. So now you can lift the foot and place it on the shin, that's your pantorrilla. And if that's going great, with the foot on the thigh, that's your muslo. If that's all going fantastico, you can raise the arms, lift them up, reach them out, lower them down. And then from there, you can reverse that pattern with the arms. Excellent. Oh boy. Making, Paul, I feel an Uttita Hasta Paryangustasana B coming on. So with your first two fingers here on the right hand, if you want to grab onto the big toe, you can, when you feel the hips and torso nice and steady, work on generating extension through that leg. Now, if this is your first time attempting anything like this, maybe just bringing the hand and the foot together is a better expression of the pose for you, or just stay in a tree. It's all part of the same family of poses, external rotation. Very nice. Oh, shake it out. Shake the limbs of your tree. And let's try those shenanigans on the other side. So lift the ball of your left foot up. Externally rotate the foot without taking the hips with you, right? This is like hipster tree. And we want to do very upright tree. Lift your left heel up. Not that there's anything wrong with being a hipster. And now feel this outside thigh pull into your body. And then from there, see about the foot to the thigh. This is totally not a thigh. This is called a shin. In Spanish, pantorrilla. Espinilla really is more accurate. And then from there, you can take the foot to the muslo, right? So now the foot, the PA is at the muslo. If that feels okay, just stay there. If it feels nice to then create a little flourish with the arms, letting them float up, letting the arms float down. Como no? And then again, if your body is still saying yes, you can find your first two fingers, your dedos de la mano, a los dedos del pie. Try not to hike up the hips. You want to keep dropping the sitting bones, your isquiones, until they're even. So the thing you want to avoid is what I just did, right? Which is the hiking the hip up. You want to keep this hip dropped as the leg lifts. A lot of times we just make little errores, mistakes when we're tired, right? Exhale, bajamos, do a little tailbone dance, let it all go. Good, do a little hipster yoga or floss, whatever it is you need. Oh, I just want to see, what's the sound of the whole world flossing, y'all? What's that sound? All right. Let's come down to the mat and try little things that feel, oh, I know some of us just can't stop. Gotta floss. Gotta floss, gotta floss. Let's see how much time we have. Holy moly, so much time. So let's do some Pilates. Okay, so I am going to lower down towards the mat and then let my tailbone come down. That might not be the move of your choice, right? So you don't have to do that if you don't want to. So from here, I'm gonna start just like a little flow with some rolling down and rolling up. So let's begin with an opening of your knees, an opening of the chest, your knees, rodillas, your chest, pecho, and then we're gonna lower down. So let's open, 2, 3, and close, 2, 3, and open, 2, 3, and close, 2, 3, and open, 2, 3, and close, 2, 3, hold the close, open the right knee, open the left arm, and then lift them together. Take a 10, 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, nice, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the limbs, close them in. Now you're gonna open your right arm, your brazo derecho, and your left leg, your pierna izquierda. So here we go, lift them, 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good, bring them all back in. Inhale, stretch, reach the arms up. And then exhale, let's lower down. Open 2 arms, open 2 legs, and then lift just the legs together. 10, and 9, navel is knitting in. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Exhale, let the soles of the feet anchor in, and then you're gonna lift and open your chest. And then exhale, round over, 2, 3. Let's lift and open, 2, 3. Lower down and round. So, arqueando la espalda. Good. And then from here, let's pause. Bend your 2 knees, pull them up. And then this time we're gonna lower all the way to the mat. If you need help, pick up your handy weights and use them to help you get down and up from the floor. So here we go, arms are up, and then we're gonna lower down 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale. And exhale. This time, just take your arms here to your sides. Lift your head and chest. Take your gaze to the abdomen. And then I just want you to take a little pulse of the arms. If you were holding your weights, you can set them down for this. So you'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your navel's pulling in. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Expirar, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. Lower your head. And then from here, lift the legs up, 2, 3. Take them down, 3, and 2, and 1. And we lift up, 2, 3. We lower down, 3, and 2, and 1. Subimos and bajamos. 2 más. Subimos y bajamos. Now this time, hold the legs up. Take the arms alongside the ears. Inhale a big breath. And then exhale, lift the head and chest. If you like, extend the legs. And you're gonna inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inspira, 2, 3, 4, 5. Expira, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inspira and expirar. Muy bien. So now from here, lower your head. And the arms and legs are gonna lift together and lower together. We go bajamos y subimos. We'll go down, 2, 3, and up, 3, 2, 1. Bajamos y subimos. Good. Let's try 2 more. Arms and legs. Last time. Knees pull into the chest. And then from here, float the arms out to the side, extend the legs out, abdomen in. Last 3, you'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, then inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, then inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees, arms up, and then exhale, pull the elbows into your side, arms down. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms pull in. Inhale, arms up. Mientras bajando la pelvis, your favorite and my la pelvis. Good. And then let's hold your elbows tucked in, your thighs up, pulse from pressing the heels down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Lower your pelvis and then lift your right leg, your pierna derecha. And now from here, so you're going to just let the femur bone float over the hip. Let's exhale. Subimos y bajamos. Here you go. We lift, nos levantamos, el torso, la pelvis, and then we lower it down. You really want to press into your left foot, your pie, the izquierda. Good. And then from here, let's go ahead. Hold the pelvis lifted. Now from the thighs, pulse 10. So you're just pressing the left heel down. 9 and 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Inhale and exhale. Arms up, pelvis down. Let's change the position of the 2 legs. So take 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. Really feeling the navel, your ombligo adentro. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Una pausa. You want to create a little pause with your right foot anchored into the floor. So you all, it's always good to take a moment to press the ball of the foot, press the heel, and feel where that foot really is in space before you start taking weight on it, ¿sabes? You know what I mean? Okay, so now press into the right foot as you take your codos adentro y abajo. So another thing that helps here, you guys, is the real abduction of your elbows. You want to really pull the elbows in while you lift and lower. Good, so here we go. Arriba y abajo la pelvis. Bajamos la pelvis. Arriba y abajo. Good, let's do 2 more. Arriba y abajo. Last time. Arriba, let's hold up here for just a moment and then press deep, deep, deep into the right heel. Lift, take it down and up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Una pausa. So you're going to take a little pause and now extend the bottom leg out. Take the arms alongside the ears. Just hold the arms here and then change the position of the 2 legs. So we're going to go 10. Your heels can be slightly turned in, toes slightly out. And 8 and 7. You guys know what to do if this is all too much. If I'm asking too much, descansate. Just rest. You don't have to do any of this. You could just sit there and silently cheer us on as our legs go. 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Bend the knees. Arms right up. Press elbows in, lifting the thighs. And now from here, the right leg is going to lift. Point to lower, flex to lift. We'll take 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Pause. Take the left ankle. I'm sorry, this is your right ankle. Right ankle to your left thigh and then pulse and lift up. So we'll go 10 and 9, and 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Pause. Lengthen the leg back out. Lower the pelvis right back down. This time, interlace your fingers. Move the hands behind the head. Stretch and extend the left leg out. Now this time, you're going to lift your head and chest. Take your vista a tu ombligo. And then here we go again. You'll go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now a pause. Right foot into the floor, lowering head and chest, arms up, lift the pelvis all the way up. Now this left leg, you're gonna point to lower, flex to lift. Take 10 and 9 and 8. Really tuck the arms, shoulder blades in, opening the chest. Good, we'll go 5, I guess, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Una pausa. You're gonna take your ankle, your left ankle to your right thigh, your tobillo izquierdo al muslo derecho, y subimos la pelvis, right? You're lifted again for 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super bien. Let's lower straight down from the belly. Good. Extend the bottom leg. Extend the top leg. Interlace the fingers. Move the hands behind the head. Lift the shoulder blades from the floor. Right ribs move to the left thigh. And then we're going to exhale, change the position of the ribs and the legs. We'll go 10, y 9, y 8, y 7, y 6, y 4, y 5. I'm just messing it all up. No puedo contar nada más. 2, y 1. Muy bien. Lower your head and chest. Can you leave your 2 legs up? It's totally great to bend the knees if you need to. So be soft with your hips here. And then maybe you can scoop the tailbone, set it down, scoop the tail, and then set it down. Gentle, easy, scoop and down, scoop and down. Last time, scoop and then down. So now you can work on lengthening the knees just a little bit if that feels okay. So scoop and lift, and maybe you lift a little bit more of your pelvis. And then maybe you lower a pelvis down to 3. So sort of moving into a jackknife position. Inhale and exhale, tailbone, and then your sacrum, and then you lift up. You can always just take it into a rollover position if that's better for you, lo que tú quieras. The main thing is coming down with control. So it doesn't matter if your legs are going, if your toes are going to the floor. The most important thing is that we're not looking from side to side, that we're anchored to our arm bones, and you know you're strong enough to do the lift when you can control the lower, right? So if that means for you, my tailbone comes up. Fantastico, that's where you want to work. Okay, maybe, all right, I can lift my sacrum up. That's great. Oh, there go a few of my lumbar vertebrae. That's fantastic. The thing that you want to be able to do is always lower con control. ¿Sabes? All right, let's bring your manos detrás de los muslos. So your hands are going to move behind the thighs for a momentito. And we're going to exhale. Rock up to a seated position for just a moment. Good. And let's try 2 more, just a little rocking spine. If your floor allows for it, if it's too hard to surface, skip this. Skip this. You can go check on dinner, but come back, hurry back. All right, one more. Excellent. So let me just come peek at the computer. Oh, we have so little time, but we're gonna do some arm work, aren't we? Say yes. Enséñame los pulgares. Show me those thumbs. In it. Okay. So you can pick up your low weights. Because you know what? We're probably not going to pick them up again until Wednesday at 5:17. I mean, 6:17. I don't know. It'll probably be a while. That's what I'm trying to say. So I want you to take, I got this weight in my right arm. You can mirror me, and that would be your left arm. You could mirror the mirror, and then I don't know what that would be. That would just be entering another dimension. So I just want you to create some circles with the arm. While you do this, do your best to not let the shoulder go creeping up, crawling into the ear, but keep it down. Do you want to reverse that little sweep of the arm like 5 times? Good. So there's beauty in those big complicated poses like Utthita 2 or back bend, but there's also beauty in just being able to sweep your arm slowly and with intention. Excellent. Check in with your neck. How's your neck? So important to not strain your neck in the act of doing this work that we're doing. So you always know that you can email me if you have questions about how to better take care of yourself. My general recommendation, so now we're just sweeping the opposite arm around, is always smaller and slower, right? So you can work up to something vigorous or something challenging, but if it's just not happening, that's either something in your body or your brain saying, basta, basta, enough, right? So I would listen to that before I would listen to some internet yoga teacher. All right, so now from there, go ahead, pause. I hope you went both directions. Did you go both directions? If you didn't, you have work to do. All right, so now from here, turn the palm up. Take the arm across your body, and then same thing, but now you're just working the bicep, right? Then imagine you're balancing something prized to you. Maybe it's a fancy cup of tea you're going to serve to the queen. I don't know, whatever it is, circle it all the way around otra dirección. Sí, super bien. Good, and now just try that same little bit of work with the opposite arm. Letting the bicep take a turn. The other thing I wanted to say is, so if you're coming back from any kind of surgeries involving the shoulder, chest, breast, or have any kind of chronic shoulder injuries, a really good way to think about working with the shoulders is just, if holding the arm out is too much, make it softer, smaller, adjust the angle to the body, right? So you're still getting some love and attention into the joint, but you're not having to put so much muscle effort into it. So try this. Now I bring that, let's go your left arm to this side, and I just want you to create, holding the little weight, like 5 glorious circles. Again, if this doesn't feel good, go ahead and set the weight down. There is, in my mind and heart, there's just no replacing function, right? You can be as strong at a lot of things, but if the joint, if your body is dysfunctional as a result of that thing, we want to find practices that can help just restore the natural functioning of the body. So I'm now doing these little circles out to the side, opposite arm, right? Including work in this class, So if you find yourself landing in movement that's just not working for you. Habla conmigo. Speak to me about it. In English or español. All right, and then from there, let's take those two arms all the way out. Shoulders down the back. So I think weightlifting can be relaxing, can be laborious. Good, and then circle the other way. But it's, how do we get into it? How do we do it? ¿Cómo se hace? All right, friends. I say basta con las pesas. Nos bajamos. And now I think we should go down to the mat. Look, I think I can create a dramatic lighting effect for our Shavasana. Let's Shavasana. Como no? So come down to the floor. I want to be like Mr. Rogers. Come on, let's take a little nap. I invite you to a yoga nap. Let your head, your feet relax. They have no extra work to do. And let your jaw, your tongue, just relax in your mouth, dentro de la boca. Find that space in between your eyebrows, so entre las cejas y relaja. Let your breaths fill you. So here we are. Let's take 2 or 3 big breaths together, but apart. And with a little exhale, go ahead and hug your limbs back in over your body. Rock your back side to side, lado y lado, adelante y atrás. Bueno, y desde aquí nos encontramos sentado. We'll find ourselves seated. And you can bring your palmas juntas. Bajamos la cabeza. Cerramos los ojos. Your practice is a gift. Tu práctica es un regalo. Muchas gracias. Disfruta esta tarde y namaste. Namaste.
Namaste. Loved it. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, y'all.
Gracias, Elizabeth.
A ti, amiga.
Gracias. Gracias.
Gracias. Montón de besos para todos. Gina and Chris, Margarita, Cindy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Paul.
Bye.
Oh, gracias. Penny and Alden, love y'all, miss y'all. Bye, Karen.
Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
oh, good to my heart este momento. Bueno, Paul.
Hello.
Bye. Have a good one.
You.
Bye. Bye, Karen.